I go up to the office. I'm like, hey, I'm a mess. And I'm explaining the situation. He's like, just go home. I'll take care of it. Because my wife was active duty, initially SRF was like, well, she's not on his orders, so they don't need to fly her home. And Toby Howitt reached out to SRF and was like, we're going to do this. Like, we're going to figure this out. And so he backed me up. I'd never met him. So he backed me up, and they got us all tickets and flew us back to be with my mom after my dad passed. So that was another one of the situations where I saw the mess do its thing, right? Like Aaron got me what I need. He had by the end of the day, I think by the end of the day or the next morning, I had plane tickets done. And Toby reached out to Irish's command, and they all fell in line, and it worked out really. It was really impressive how they supported me.
Yeah, I remember. So when I first got there, Aaron Manning was still there. And to your point, I would say that 100% when it comes to commands, they at that level, they can make miracles happen.
Oh, yes.
Right? And the YNs can make miracles happen because they'll put the whole package together and just get one guy to sign it. And it's like, gone. And I remember just sitting in meetings here in the budget. And I was like, oh, my God, there's a lot of money passing through this place.
Oh, yeah.
Like they had money. But I think that was part of the problem, though, was they had to get put back in the box eventually because I think the money was also being spent a little buck wild. But they took good care of people for sure. I unfortunately lost a parent as well when I was attached to them. And they sent me home real quick, and took real good care of it all. And so you're there, you get there. You were in the building for a while before you guys got up with the ship, right? What did you think about being in the building with the watch floor? Remember that? Because I remember it was a whole thing about Gary. They got to have mid-rats because we're moving on the ship and they got to have food to eat. I was like, okay, how do we work that out? Do you remember that transition?
Yeah, so I remember I got pretty heavily involved in all that operation world because moving the watch floor, getting the watches, we stood up new watches because we were trying to get mock compliant, mock certification. And I remember because I was kind of moving to that department LCPO thing, like I got real smart on mock certification. The mock is Maritime Operations Center, right? So I got real into that and standing up the watches and getting everything going and making sure the right people were where they needed to be and whatnot. So when we started moving over there, like it was an IT and logistics nightmare. It really was. When you're supposed to be in charge of command and control of the fleet, but you can't do communications on the ship, it becomes a battle. But like everything else, you apply steady, consistent pressure in the right places, and things just slowly move towards success. It just takes time.
Yeah.
People want it now, but it's not going to happen now. It just takes time.
I heard recently that they're back off the ship again and they're back in the building. Did you hear that?
I have not heard that. So what's crazy, when I walked away from the Navy, like I walked away.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I think it was Dom I was talking to actually about that because we were talking about what it was like to be Blue Ridge crew and have us coming back on board. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but when I first got to 7th Fleet staff, and it was the chief of staff, it was Vice Admiral Sawyer. He had just got there. And like with one of the very first meetings I ever had in that room, he was like, Master Chief, I want you to get my staff back on board that ship as fast as possible. That was like my number one task.
Yep.